Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Last week we ran this war game. How deep can Russian bombers penetrate into US supplied Patriot layered SAMs? In Ukraine at the moment, President Biden of the US has promised to send them Patriot systems, modern PAC-2 and PAC-3, along with German-supplied IRIS-T SLM and German-supplied Gepard, as well as existing manpads. They now have a pretty good layered defense system. We set up that layered defense system and we ran against it just some low-level flying bombers, and at the end what we found was that this layered Patriot system controls the airspace very well. We could not get to the target that it was defending. We could get to targets about 20 miles and further out if we flew at 50 feet from the ground, which is very dangerous, but we could not get to the target. So we're coming back now as Russians, and we are doing a massive SEAD, suppression of enemy air defense attack, and we're going to go for that target again. So first, the target. Here is the disputed border. Here is the Ukrainian target. It's the most important target in Ukraine. It's just a bunch of buildings, but it is whatever you want it to be. A power station, it can be the president's hideout, it can be a weapons storage, whatever you want, and it must be destroyed. Defending it is, of course, the layered defense system, the same one as last time. We'll go through it again very quickly. These circles show the rough effectiveness of the units. First, 3 Gepards. That's these guys here, radar guided AAA. Twin 30mm Ehrlichen cannons, 35mm, very dangerous weapon system close in. Next is IRIS-T. We don't have SLM, we have SLS with half the range, but it's going to be almost as effective, to be honest. One site there, one site there. Each have a range of about 12 miles. In fact, why don't we have a quick look at the system? It is a giraffe radar there, and 4 of these units, which carry, I think, 4 missiles each. 2 of those batteries. Next, an IAD 3 battery setup of Patriot. One right behind a target here. The information I could garner about what would actually be supplied to Ukraine this year is going to be search and track radar system, a ECS, an EPP, and then per battery 6 launchers. 4 will be PAC-2 GEM, a range of about 80 miles. Each launcher carries 4 missiles. And then 2 PAC-3 MSE, much shorter range but more accurate, mainly anti-ballistic missile. Each launcher carries 16, also very expensive. Batteries are overlapping. You can see the 80-mile rings here. One there, and one there. Is it likely that Ukraine could afford to have this many Patriots in one area, kind of 60 miles apart? It depends how many America send. If they send 10 systems, 10 batteries, maybe. If they only send 4 batteries, then no. And that is today's defense, exactly the same as last time. Attacking is a massive, to be honest, an unrealistically massive Russian SEAD attack and air-to-ground strike. It's going to consist of well over 30 aircraft. Would Russia really put this many modern aircraft in danger for one target? Absolutely not. No one would be crazy enough to do it. In real life, they would just poke at the target with drones and cruise missiles, and over time something might get through. But for today, it's so important for the Russians, they're throwing everything at it. They are sending 12 Su-24 modernized, carrying 24 KH-58U. In fact, let's go through the missiles first. Today's missiles, there are 3 Russian anti-radiation missiles we're interested in. The mighty KH-58U, fairly old, but still widely used, very powerful long-range anti-radiation missile, range over 130 miles. And a KH-31P, a very different way of doing things. It doesn't have the range, it has a range of about 50 miles. It has a solid rocket initial phase and then ramjets in it to sustain it. The idea is they keep the missile as fast as it can be on its terminal phase to help it get through SAMnets. Very nasty piece of kit. 48 of those will be fielded today via 8 Su-34 fullbacks. The actual air-to-ground strike will be 1 Tu-160 White Swan they're calling in, which will be launching 12 simultaneous time-on-target KH-65 cruise missiles. Our humans today will be driving SEAD variants of the Su-25 Frogfoot, carrying KH-58U and KH-25 MPU, a shorter range missile with a range of about 15 to 20 miles anti-radiation. Today's pilots are Me, Sock, Matrix, Poosh, Simba, Bird, Cannonball, Drop, Violet, War Dog. Say hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
The Russian attack starts obviously the Russian side of the border. The starting position spans between 95 miles and 170 miles. I designed the attack to win, to destroy or at least disable the Patriot sites, get past the IRIS-T, get past Gepard, and destroy the target. So let's talk about how I've designed it. The bulk of the attack is starting at this base here. Don't worry about the names. The names aren't actually in the right place. Just look at the rough topography. 170 miles. Start these guys. Attack phase 1. 12 Su-24s. These guys here. Medium bombers. Each is carrying an ELINT pod and, importantly, 2 KH-58 long-range anti-radiation missiles. I would carry more if I could, but they're such big missiles, they can only carry 2. So a total of 24 of these missiles. They're going to perform a time-on-target standoff attack. So if I kind of zoom out here, I've programmed them so they should arrive at their firing point about 120 miles away from the target there, and there, about the same time, within about 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. At that point, they fire all 24 missiles off at once. Note, at that point, they are outside the firing range of the Patriots, so they are putting themselves at 0 risk. All 24 missiles go out, they then turn around, go home, the missiles guide themselves in. Are those missiles going to destroy the Patriot site? Probably not, but what they are going to do is use up a lot of the Patriot's missiles, all of which are modelled today. Patriot sites and all of the other sites will reload today, but it takes 20 or 30 minutes. So for the mission time, essentially, they're not going to be reloading. Stage 2, Su-24 fullbacks, 8. They are going to be carrying this mighty weapon, a KH-31P. It's actually quite an old weapon, but it's also a really effective weapon, probably quite expensive as well. A couple of missiles, and today's really important thing, jammers. Jammers allow you to get close to SAM sites, depending on your altitude, maybe up to even about 20-25 miles before getting shot. And that's really important today. So that is a total of 48 supersonic, very powerful anti-radiation missiles. They will go under the cover of the first battery. These Su-24s are not doing a time-on-target attack. They're doing a wild weasel attack, which means they're going to go in close using their own initiative, everything set to ace skill level and stuff like that. They're going to poke around using their own intelligence the SAM sites, listening to the radiation signals, finding weaknesses and attacking at will. They'll pop up, they'll fire a missile, they'll get down. They'll pop up, they'll fire a missile and get down. That's the wild weaseling they're going to be doing today. They'll attack whatever target they want. So the initial attack attacks just this Patriot battery here because I want to concentrate all of those missiles in. The fallback attack, they're going wild card, wild weasel, and they will attack whatever they want, targets of opportunity. Once they are in play and attacking, and I give the order, is when stage 3 comes in. Stage 3 is my humans. My humans start 95 miles away, just across the border. There's no airbase there, so we're starting off on a road. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 Su-25s. They are armed with a mixture of SEAD weapons, KH-58U, that big long-range missile. Note, it won't actually be very long-range on this aircraft here. Like an AGM-88 Harm from the Americans, the range very much depends on how high and fast you are flying. This plane is neither high or fast, so the range on this plane is not 130 miles, it's more about 40 miles, if that. Also, some close-range SEAD weapons. There is the KH-25 MPU for when we get a bit closer. The all-important jammers, which you must use if you want to stay alive for more than a few seconds today in that Patriot network. And in case we do get some time over target, we've got some large caliber rockets that we are allowed to use on that target. So once the fullbacks have gone in, they've done their damage, we take off and put the final punch in before any remaining Patriots can reload. Which leaves the final attack, which is going to be this guy here, a White Swan. He will fire 12 Kents long-range cruise missiles. By that time, Patriot should be exhausted or destroyed. The Kents are going to come in, and each Kent is going to destroy one of these buildings. So a quick recap, because that was a lot of talking. Stage 1, full-back time-on-target attack, concentrated on the target area. Stage 2, Wild Weasel, Wild Card, fullbacks go in, destroy anti-radiation targets of opportunity. Stage 3, human Su-25s go in, follow the waypoint chain. Clean up any SAMs that are left, probably the IRIS-T, maybe the Gepard. And if you get time on target, put some rockets on, but you probably won't. This is one life only, no respawning, but you can respawn if you crash and take off because it is very hard to take this thing off on a road. Finally, the Kents come in from the White Swan. It's destroyed. Guys, that's the best SEAD attack I can make from Russia. Again, it's massively unrealistically big, but it's cool. One more note, we're using the modern 2020s PAC-2 GEM missiles here, guys. Remember, they are TVM, track via missile. They will not give you a warning that they're coming. You will get no warning until you're just dead. The PAC-3, you will get a warning. It's a Fox 3 active missile. That today is our attack, guys. I've not run it through. I've run through segments to make sure everything operates, and it does. It's a big plan with lots of cogs that need to operate in exactly the right order, and I will guide you through it. But can I have a prediction?
Should be a pretty easy win for the Russians.
Yeah.
There's
Patriot
absolutely
going down.
There's no way that the SAM system can defend this.
I have to agree with you guys. Like I said, I designed it to win because that's my job at the end of the day of a game master. The first thing I want to do, guys, is before we go and run the full thing, I just want to do the White Swan. I just want to prove to you that obviously the White Swan's Kent missiles can't get through the Patriot site. Then we'll run the whole simulation. Okay, just isolating the White Swan just to show you that the missiles can't get through, and obviously they can't because Patriot is very good. In it comes, it's going to fire hopefully before. There they go. Expensive weapons. To you, he gets out before he gets shot by Patriot. In go to missiles. Let's have a quick look at them just to show you what they do. They'll fly at about 500 knots, about 200 feet off the ground. It's about the best a Russian cruise missile can do. If you've seen pictures of them getting shot down by manpads online, they're usually about 200 to 300 feet, about 500 knots. Probably use calibers now rather than KH-65s, but to be honest, there's not a huge amount of difference at our level of simulation. Why have they not been shot yet when they're well inside? It's because they're low. Look how low they are. I am very low. So, line of sight is a problem. Don't worry, they will get picked up at some point. In fact, I wouldn't mind watching some missiles go off. PAC-2, up they go. They'll probably fire a whole salvo, one on each weapon. They're firing about 16 miles, which is when they see them over of curvature. Will we get any IRIS-Ts? Probably not. Bang, bang, bang. Why are they not using PAC-3 missiles? It's because they've assessed the threat and they think PAC-2 can handle the threat pretty easily. PAC-3s will only start coming out if they run out of PAC-2s. There's for PAC-3. Threat's increasing. Or if, the threat level changes for some reason. But it doesn't see as much threat. Obviously, they're all shot down, and the IRIS-Ts would have finished them off anyway. Right, now we're going to try the full multi-billion-dollar Russian SEAD attack. All right, Simba, unpause server, please. Let's get this show on the road. Stage 1, Su-24s. Oh, I've got to watch some Milsim Taxi, guys. Hit us with some anecdotes, Sock, because we've got some time to burn.
I'm way too sick for this, bro.
I heard you got the Rona. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Embarrassing. Okay, I'll entertain the valued viewers. So the way I had to do this time on target attack viewers is I had to get all 12 planes programmed. So they take off with exactly 20 seconds in between them. And then I had to work out the miles per hour difference for each of them. So that each one goes at a slightly different speed, 13.3 something miles an hour less than the other. So they all arrive at the same point at the same time, if that makes sense. Right? That's cool, right? No one knows what I'm talking about. Shut up.
Good old distance, speed, and time calculation.
There it is. There it is. The words and stuff and things. I wanted more time to look into these KH-31s. I still don't know how they work properly. My understanding is I think they've got a solid rocket booster which gets it going, and then you've got these 4 little ramjet things that speed it up on its terminal phase. If anyone wants to correct me, that would be appreciated, but they're super cool Russian piece of kit. Russian anti-radiation missiles are really heavily engineered. You've got these big bad boys here, 58, just a big solid rocket motor that gets it really high, really fast. One bad thing about being big is it's easy to shoot down. It is very easy to shoot that down. Quite expensive as well. Okay, first ones are going. Guys, what's the name of the Su-24? I've forgotten what the designation is. Fencer. Roger.
Su-24 Fencer. Yeah.
Just notice the Fencers also have air-to-air refueling pods, which obviously are probes even.
Do they really?
Really long
look at that.
in front of the nose.
You know what? That'll actually be quite easy to refuel because it'd be quite easy to see that pod, won't it? Seeing your own pod is not the problem.
I did a tail number check, and 12 did not show up for the fight. And 10 was late to briefing.
Right? What is that all about? Look at these fullbacks. Look how big their big silly bottom is. They've got a big tail sticking out. Look. What's that all about? Your bottom is ugly. I think that's something to do what keeps these planes alive. I think there's a radar in the back there and an ECM suite, and that is, I think, what's going to keep the fullback alive if everything works today. Look at the fences go up and the beautiful 20-second milsim separation. This is the only fighter plane in the world, I think, yeah, I'm definitely right actually, that has a toilet in it. You can actually stand up, go through that door there, and there is a stand-up frigging toilet in it. If I was going to fly a plane, if it was a BOG or an F-16, I would take a fallback. I can go to the toilet. Plus, I've got an old man bladder now as well, so I have to pee like every 20 minutes, as you guys know by now.
So why does that bring up so many phallic object jokes?
It just does. Supercap is very phallic, guys. Look at their speed differences, all beautifully calculated, guys. Beautiful calculations. Nothing turns Supercap on than a good set of data. Man, I would like to be in the space watching this take off. Is anyone kind of excited by these big turbo fans going? I am.
I possibly have a semi.
Yep. First callbacks are going up. Oh, valued viewers, quick question while we're burning time. I think aircraft radars fire non-ionizing radiation. Can someone confirm that for me, please, in the valued viewer comments? I told that to someone in my family, and I think I got that right. I do have a habit of getting things wrong, though.
Flames!
That's how Supercap learns, I'm afraid. God, that's a sexy plane, guy. I know it's ugly at the front, but it's also sexy. So, stage 1 is well underway, valued viewers. We're now going to have these guys get in position at the same time, if it works. Fire their missiles off. They're big, expensive missiles. Let's go and have a look at some of these sites here. Made by Current Hill, Patriot Pack 2 GEM, Pack 3 MSE, with the associated radars and stuff. Here is the Gepard. Nice piece of kit this is. This is a brake. What tank is it, guys? Leopard 1 or something chassis. 62-ton chassis, which is tough, with an air-to-air turret on it. It's a real minter, if that is even a word. These are in Ukraine at the moment, supplied by Germany, shooting down Caliber missiles and drones.
You are correct with the non-ionization.
Non-ionization, right, so it can't damage your DNA, so you cannot get cancer from it then. It will just heat you up very nastily. That was an argument I was having. I was saying you can't get cancer from a radar.
Really?
So, yep.
Sorry, I thought they did when they did air-to-air refueling. They had to turn the radars off so they didn't radiate the crew.
It's not going to be nice. I'm not saying it's, I'm not saying it's not going to be, it might even cause other health problems, but because there's a lot of energy going to a person. But apparently, if it's not ionizing, then it shouldn't be able to, oh god, my brain, I don't know enough about it. Not the photons, what is it? What
Electromagnetic radiation.
No, what the subatomic particles?
The electrons?
No, neutrons. I think it's the neutrons.
Quarks.
No,
quarks?
No, we're not down as we're not going to quarks. I think
Quarks?
it's the neutrons
Weird
that will be
quark.
sent. I think it's neutrons
Last
that will be coming
fullback is airborne.
at the speed of light. I got off topic, guys.
Cat from Matrix.
Hundred.
The Gepard is a scary thing. I was doing an exercise in one of the low-flying areas in Germany, and there's a German barracks and their outdoor training range. Found a Gepard on it. It's quite scary how well that thing tracks you. And you see the barrels pointing with a lead. And I did a bit of training with them, went around a few times and gave them a few different profiles. But never once did I look and see the barrels not pointing
That's
at a
scary.
solution.
Just like it is in game, guys.
is.
What year was that roughly? Just so I'm trying to work
It's
out.
1984.
So these are not new pieces of kit. These are 80s,
No.
aren't they? Wow.
I'm sure they've been updated, but they are still very effective.
I mean, if you look at the size of it, and we've got a bit more time to burn, if you look at the size of it, guys, that turret is tons and tons of metal. Let's say 5 tons, 10 tons, something. And that spins round. It's not going to do it now, but it spins round basically as fast as you can imagine it spins round to track a plane at 600 knots. But the motoring, the gearing in there to control that to the accuracy it needs, that's some engineering, that is, guys.
Yeah, it was able to track me even when I was about 300 or 400 meters out, passing over the top. You could still see the barrels sort of
Nice.
tracking quite smoothly.
Speaking of designing engineering problems, I've got a lot of value viewers, and I'm going to make some videos on Channel 2 about it. We better get back to the game here. They are entering what they weren't supposed to. I may have set these lines out a bit further than I meant to. They shouldn't get shot at. They should be able to fire way further away than Patriot can. Plus, they've got their jammers on anyway, so... They're still 100 miles, or 90 nautical miles, 100 statute miles.
Why do the Russian aircraft have blue afterburners when the others seem to not?
I ask the value viewers this every time. I believe it's the sulfur content of... Is it the fuel, guys? Matrix is the sulfur content of the fuel? Now, why do only... Follow-up question. Why do only some of the Russian aircraft have blue burners in that case? I guess some of the engines require a slightly different fuel.
I think it's down to the temperature of the exhaust, the afterburner exhaust cap. The hotter it is, the more blue it will be.
Duly noted. Missiles out.
Missiles out.
Value viewers, you won't believe the strife it took me to set this mission up. There was lots of level 5 swear words. Lots of level 5 swear words. This is it. It's a bit of a crappy old model, but you get the idea. It's a big funking unit. Very different in the way... Well, it's similar to the AGM-88 in that it does the same job and it does it the same way, But it's Russian engineered, so it weighs 5 times as much, it's 5 times as big, it's, you know, probably much more expensive, almost certainly much more expensive. But I've done the costings for it, as you can see up there. You can see my calculations have gone off a bit. They'll be within seconds, within 30 seconds. And that's probably, I don't know, Matrix will probably tell you better, but getting 12 planes in real life on target exactly the same time. What would you say an accuracy of the RAF would have been?
Generally plus or minus 5 seconds on tier.
5 seconds? Wow, okay. Well, that's a me problem there. Look at that shot I've got there. I know you can't see my screen. That's a great shot.
The thing is, if you got interfered with on the way, that went out the window, but you aimed for plus or minus 5 seconds.
Wow, I can never fly that accurately. Look at them all, viewers. Can you see them all?
One seems to have decided it wants to shoot somewhere else.
Huh, look
Good
at
old
that.
AI.
Valued viewers, welcome to multiplayer. Yeah, okay, they all follow their orders perfectly, apart from, wait, SU-24-7. He's thinking on his own. Shoot him. Get him up against a wall. Jesus Christ. Right, missiles are going in.
Dangers of AI.
Yep, dangers of AI. Patriots better wake up at some point. Just going to have a look at fullbacks.
They're awake.
Now, these guys I haven't controlled. So those 24s I babysat. I told them how fast to go, where to go, exactly when to fire, blah, 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 blah. These guys, I've let them off the hook. I'm letting full AI take control of these. They'll fly as high as they want, as fast as they want, where they want. And today we'll get to see how good DCS AI can be. Hopefully, if it works, which it probably won't. But I hope it will. Missiles out.
First Patriots are out.
Pack 2 missile. Range 80, 90 miles. Real nice piece of kit. Expensive though. Look at the costs differences between Russian missiles and American missiles. Incredibly expensive Patriot size. All right, off they go. It should be some moderately easy intercepts.
The majority of the Patriots are being fired at the KH-58s.
Hit. The impact for speed is too fast to watch. Oh, look at that. They're firing from the side. I didn't think they would do that. Could they do that in real life? Why not? KH-58 is not a stealthy missile. No, they're
Wouldn't
failing.
think it'd be effective, and it's, yeah.
They're failing. That's a kinematic. They've thought they could do it kinematically. That means movement terms. But the calculation failed. Look, they can't do them kinematically. That's an interesting thing. Oh no, it's because they're notching. It's because the missile is getting into a perfect notch at 90 degrees. That's what's happening. They're losing track. Huh. Fail. There is no way for accounting for that. Some of them have made it.
It looks like the splash damage will take down 2 of them as well, so...
Roger. Up go the Pack 2s. Why Pack 2s? Because Pack 3 is not in range yet. Pack 3 will only go 30 miles at the best. Probably 20 miles at the best against these missiles. Man, I would give anything to be near that site to hear those things go off. Have you ever seen a missile go off? Heard a missile go off, Matrix?
No.
I don't know what you would.
Not the kind you're talking, not the kind you're talking about.
No. I would love to feel how powerful it is. Time to burn and all that.
I used to be an MLRS.
Nice.
Fire direction cell chief, and these things are incredibly loud. The sonic boom, it literally rocks your chest if you're anywhere, like even within visual range of
I
it.
can only imagine, yeah.
You can feel it for miles as those things go off.
That's one thing that's not, in games and sims, one thing they can't get to you is the sheer terrifyingness of the sound. These weapons of war, any weapon of war is so loud, like a guy that's not used to it, which is 99.9% of the people, would just be smashed by the sound of it. I would just be a shivering wreck if one of these things came over my head.
That's all the Pack 2s launched.
Pack 2s have all exhausted, guys. Now, this is the idea of this strike. They have to shoot them down because, you can't let them get through. It doesn't know what they are. It doesn't know that these are KH-58s. They could be cruise missiles. They could be anything. So it has to shoot them down. Pack 2 is all gone. Yes, they can reload them, but it takes, half an hour for a good crew? I'm going to get it wrong, whatever I said. But it takes a while, so within this sim, it's no good. Fullbacks are firing! Right, multiple stuffs. Let's watch a bit more before we decide to take off, guys. Let's see what happens. Now, this is a really interesting missile. How it works, I'm really still not as sure.
First Pack 3's out.
Pack 3's out. Yep, you got it. Right, now these are expensive missiles. Look at the cost now. So the American taxpayer shoot up. Really expensive piece of engineering. I can't remember if these have got warheads or if they're kinematic killers. I always forget that. We've given them warheads. It's just in our sim. You can't do kinematic killers. More Pack 3's out. Look at that.
IRIS-T's out.
IRIS-T's out. Wow. Okay, they're cheap, but they're actually very good. Can't follow it all. Okay, I'm just going to try and watch that and concentrate on something. So the viewers are more fingers than thumbs today, I'm afraid. I've been looking after children, lots of them, for 5 hours.
Okay, fullback strike is now destroyed.
All right, so those not fullbacks, the fences have gone, they're done. They've lost no planes, but they've lost a lot of weaponry. Now it's time for the Su-34s. More pressure, they're putting them under more pressure. Now these are smart. They've got their jammers on, which means they're going to be hard to shoot down, but also they're going to dodge missiles. They're not just going to sit and get shot. In terms of who they fire at, well, that's up to them. They will assess the threat. They'll make their own game plan. Pack 3 out. Oh, this is interesting, guys. I knew this would be interesting. Look at that Pack 3. Isn't that a sexy little missile? Bang! It just smacks right into it. Smacked its face into it. Doesn't even go beside it, look. Actually, I'll see how he got that to work, but he did. It's all going perfectly to plan for the Russians so far. They haven't expected to kill any Patriots yet. You wouldn't kill any Patriots yet. You've got to run them out of missiles. Shoot them at different angles. Run them out of missiles. They'll run out eventually. Overwhelm them. Look at this one. This one might even get through. Diving down on an IRIS-T. Bang! IRIS-T. Smacked it down. £400,000 per pop for an IRIS-T against about 2 to 3 million for a Patriot. There is a big difference, and they're doing good stuff so far. One's going in. Smack! God, they're accurate. Gonna have a quick look at this battery. Amount of shells left. It's all out Pack 2 as well. It's into his Pack 3s. Let's have a look at his Pack 3s over here. In terms of the size of the site, this is the real size site. We're pretty sure that's going to be used in Ukraine and is in use pretty much universally. It's just 4 and 2. There's the real size batteries. One's got through. One's got through. I think that's the right button. Oh, didn't make it through. Yeah. How many shells left here? IRIS-Ts are running out. Some of the launchers are completely depleted. Woo!
Tupolev's going in.
Oh, sugar Tupolev is in. Right, guys, it's our turn. Spawn in, but do not move. And when I spawn in, viewers, I won't be able to see this anymore because we'll go to realistic view. So I just want to quickly see what's happening here. I'm jumping in mine. Right, we're going to lose Game Master view now, viewers. So now you know as much as me. Push, punch it. Waypoint 1, sorry, 500 clicks per hour. Go, go, go.
If you do crash on takeoff, you have to wait until Cap has
Yes.
taken off.
Very important, guys, not to respawn until I tell you to. Otherwise, there will be shouting. I was thinking about what's the most important part of being in a DCS group the other day, and discipline. Really.
Good job, Cap.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, I was just talking about discipline. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Guys, we're dead. Don't respawn. Don't respawn. Wait. Sorry about that, guys. I was busy chatting and I wasn't concentrating.
You lack discipline.
I do lack discipline, guys. Can respawn now? Okay, respawning, guys. Please take off one at a time. Off you go. While they're taking off, I can quickly see what's going on. I mean, I can't see the baddies anymore, so they're still getting shot down. Let's see how many missiles these fullbacks have got. Oh, they're on their last dregs of missiles. Oh, I would love to know so much how drained everything is. There's the Patriot site. I think a KH-1's getting through. I've got to take off. No, it's still going. Man, this is friggin' exciting. Supercat rolling. Can you keep it about 500 clicks an hour, please, Leeds? Gives the SARS respawners a chance to catch up. Viewers, I'm trying to look at the scoreboard at the same time. $50,000. Only $50,000. Not a single plane's been shot down of the Russians. Excellent flying by them. $250 million of American taxpayers' money. Man, I love that score system. Okay, rear guard, airborne. Oh, God, this thing is a bucket. Only viewers, it's quite a good module, but it's not a very good plane, if that makes sense. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to get in trouble for whatever I say. It's not a very easy plane to fly. Is that the right thing to say, guys? Right, I think my autopilot's on, viewers. Right, the attack. The fullbacks are done. No, a couple have got missiles on. That fullback is done. Last missile out. The fullbacks are done, guys. Right. Now, how... A couple of them got 1 missile left, but there's not much I can... A couple have got 2 missiles left. I can't, you know... I tell them where to go. It's up to them to sort themselves out. It could even mean that the Patriots have been destroyed. How would I even know? The score won't count ground units killed, value viewers. It's just too much work for me to do to also do the ground units. So I'm doing ships, I'm doing planes, I'm doing missiles. I'm not doing unguided weapons, and I'm not doing ground units. If anyone else there wants to do it for me, by all means, but there's so much I can put into this. So we won't, what I'm getting at is we won't know if a Patriot gets destroyed. So we're going to find out the hard way, guys. Oh no, I spawned us too late. We're going in after the KH-65s. Oh well, never mind, we've got rockets. The good Lord saw fit to give us oh my God. That's the danger, value viewers. Autopilot just failing.
An RB-103A has been killed.
Patriot's been destroyed, guys. Wow. Okay, we're literally passing the fullbacks. They're above us now. Hello, fullbacks. Okay, the Kents are going in. Here they are, viewers. Look, it's quite cool how they're clumped together. Hopefully that'll work out well in our favour. Right, Reds have fired 36 SEAD weapons. I think I've accounted for all of them. Have I? Yeah, 36 sounds about right. And Patriots have fired 71 with a PK of 50%. Oh, a lot of them missed at the beginning, didn't they? They got notched. At least the middle Patriot is now dead, slash out of missiles. And that's our biggest threat today, is that Patriot. We've still got the side Patriots to worry about, and we will be in their threat. But as long as we're not going super high, I don't expect the side Patriots to hit us, to be honest. And because we'll be attacking pang, we'll be notching them. Poosh, do you have the ability to switch to waypoint 2?
Yes.
Please switch to waypoint 2. Let's go straight there now, guys. Everyone follow Poosh's track. Let's see if I can go and watch Poosh there with his guys. That's Poosh with his guys. Oh, look sexy. Careful not to bonk into each other, guys. Oh, sugar. ECM's on. ECM's on. You'll know it's on because a little switch on your right console will go forwards, I think. That's your ECM on. And it will say ECM on the screen. Uh-oh, I'm getting radiation painting. Lost an SU-25. Who was it? What happened?
Autopilot failure.
Oh, god damn it. I'll get another one. Go on. Right, guys, we're 60 miles away. We are going to come, unfortunately, behind the Kents. The guy spawned in a little closer than I thought. Surprisingly hard to get all his gears all working in time. Right, viewers, we've got to get there before the Patriots rearm now. Otherwise, we're dead. Kent's still 30 miles. Man, Kent's are friggin' slow. You're too slow and stupid and old. Then again, a Calibre's about 400 knots as well. Right, I'm showing Patriot radiation, and I'm showing an unknown radiation.
Simma's going after the unknown on the left.
I'm going to go for the unknown on the right.
It must be the IRIS-T, guys, as a search radar, as a giraffe. And the time this plane was in service, giraffe wasn't invented, so that's why it's unknown, I guess. This is SU-25T. Only a handful were built in Georgia. They were built in Georgia, actually, in Tbilisi. And they're $21 million each, and nothing else to say on them.
And War Dog's crashed one already.
Oh.
I have pressed I, and I got LG, LNGT, and I'm getting a spike.
I'm getting spike.
Spike.
Something's firing, guys. Something's firing. I don't know what it is. We'll have to wait to attack you to work out what the hell's going on. The missiles are climbing now. Kent's getting blown up. I don't know what by. I'll worry about myself. Yeah, it's a spike, but it's passive, guys. It's oversplash. I think the missiles are going to get through, you know. What is that there? Can you see that, viewers? It is a... Patriot site is out of ammo. Fully depleted. Oof. Embarrassing for you, Patriot site. Something just blew up. What's going on? IRIS-T's firing. IRIS-T's firing. It's a bad thing about... IRIS-T's depleted. Some missiles are going to get through, some aren't. It's going to be a partial success. Guys, fire at will, but obviously fire within Wes. Don't waste any shots. But you can probably start flying moderately high now, I would imagine, because I know Patriot's out and I know IRIS-T's out. And it's a good 10 minutes before they're rearmed. Look at that, viewers.
Got a Patriot locked up.
The SEAD strike worked, but there's not enough missiles here to destroy it all the time.
One away.
Roger, guys. What's the call? Magnum. Magnum's the call. Can Gepard defend it? Can Gepard defend it? In real life, it definitely could. Can it in game? I bet it can't. That's disappointing. Smash 1. Smash 2. Smash 3. Okay. 4 buildings have been missed. We've got to go and finish them off. Get those magnums out, guys. Let's use an SU-25T.
Launch authorized.
Cat. Magnum. 58. They're fire and forget, so go straight on to the next thing, guys. Cat Patriot. Search and track radar. I'm just going high now. I feel invincible now. Pull out your magnums, please, for the valued viewers.
Don't forget to target the
Pilot
Gepards.
Magnum.
Spike.
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 Don't know what that is.
These are Gepards.
Missiles are still coming out. I can see smoke.
Do kill the Gepard. Do kill the Gepard, guys. Because he will stop us operating.
Pilot Magnum 2.
Come on.
Spike's gone.
Got no freaking...
Launch.
Yeah, Magnum, 58 times 2. I love SEAD. I suppose this is DAD at this point, destruction of enemy air defences rather than suppression. Right, look at that missile. It's gone up and looped over. I'm on the KH-25s now. These are much shorter range missiles. Same type of seeker head. No point of looking on the map anymore. We can't see any blue units. But things are definitely about to happen. Someone targeted the frigging Gepard. Well done, you. Funking great warhead on this missile. Probably
Magnum.
destroy a Gepard, I imagine, or at least kill its radar. Oh, it missed. Oh, come on! Yes! It was lag. It worked.
Splash Gepard.
Well done, Violet. Kill more Gepards. Gepards are our biggest threat now.
Magnum.
Magnum.
Magnum's out on all the Gepards.
Launch authorized.
Cap, Magnum, Gepard. It's a cool looking weapon. Look at this twin trail. It's got twin rocket motors.
Magnum.
Launch authorized.
Cap, last Magnum. Running for rockets. Guys, fast. Slashing attacks. Don't hang around. Sugar, what weapon did I bring? Yeah, rockets, got rockets.
Check 2 Magnums.
Right, there are at least 2 buildings that need destroying. The president. Oh, I'm still getting spiked by something. What is it?
There's a source to the north, maybe the North Patriot site.
One Patriot operating. One Patriot operating. Shoot it in the face, someone. Has someone got a Magnum for it?
Affirm.
It's just,
One Gepard still active.
There's a Gepard.
yeah, it's one Gepard. That's what I meant to say if I didn't. Yes, you just got it. You just got it. Well done, team. There's that
Flying over
discipline
the
I was
site now.
talking about. Guys, we can operate with impunity. There is no more defense left. Well done. Right, get good, accurate hits, and then I'll see you back at home for pancakes and whatever Russians
This is going
have.
to be one sexy salvo from this. All rockets.
Go on, tell me when you're firing.
Launch authorized.
I'm gonna leave. I'm killing one building and I'll leave the other to you, Stock, because I'm a very nice man. I killed. Okay, there's one left for you.
Launch authorized.
Very, very nice man. Go on, Stock. Everyone wants you to see you do well in this life. Ha ha, Patriot, you friggin' lose.
10 seconds.
Americans are going to be very angry at me, as usual. Like I said, valued viewers, I programmed this strike to win. I did it as... Would you see a Russian strike as big as this in real life? No. This is an early Cold War type strike. You wouldn't have this nowadays. It's just not cost effective. Sock! Look at that baby go! Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sock and all of his idiosyncrasies. Well done, everyone. Mission is 100% complete. You can either A, destroy the rest of the Patriots. In fact, solid, let's do it for the lols. Guys, destroy the rest of the Patriots. That's on hors d'oeuvre. Now that, sir, was a satisfying strike. But look how many planes Russia had to put into the theatre to do that. 12 plus 8 is 20, plus 1 giant plane, plus 10, 30, at least 31 planes fully coordinated that took. I took a 1-1 missile. Let's get it right, Cap. Oh, my trims were wrong. Oh, sweet. I'm full stick forward and the plane won't go down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DCS. I broke my plane.
My aircraft's just deploying chaff and flare for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm bingo fuel.
Literally can't go down anymore. I'm gonna have to just jump out. God, that's frustrating, guys.
And I can't jettison my weapons.
Why do we do it? Cap punching out. Rest of you, continue.
Heading 116 for vodka.
We're not going home, guys. I'm not going to allow you to go home. You will be landing next to these units on the road when I say, because
Sock is gunning targets.
I'm short target. I'm short
Well,
time.
you should have said that 10 minutes ago.
All right, guys.
Headed home for 10 minutes.
Where's this road?
All right, guys. Find a road. Put it down on your belly or on your gear. The one who lands successfully without blowing up gets a prize. I can say that safely because I know none of you are going to do it.
Does it have to be a road?
Oh, I assumed he was a
25
road.
miles away.
Okay, put it on the grass. I'm going to debrief in that time, guys. And this is all modelled, to be honest, pretty accurately, a big Russian SEAD attack penetrate and destroy an American Patriot battery, however unpopular and however many down thumbs we get? Yeah, it can. Put enough effort, put enough work into it, it can be done. You know, without weird hypersonic kinjals that we've tried before, it can be done.
Well, you throw enough rocks at a window, you'll break it.
There you go.
Right.
I mean, probably don't need that many rocks to break the window, if I'm honest, but I get it. Hold it, Violet. Hold it.
Cannonball final.
I don't pay you enough to wreck that airframe. In fact, I do. It's a cheap-ass airframe. Wreck it all you like. Violet won. I mean, she's done it. Well done. Stay in the cockpit.
Sock final.
Oh, guess who streamed the break shoot?
Oh, cannonball. No part of prize.
Ooh, new explosion.
You owe me $9 million.
Ooh, somebody else blew up.
Oh, dear. You're not surviving that, Sock.
I'm still
Oh! Stop snapped his body in half. Oh, Zimmer's lightened his curb weight. Well done. It's clever flying. Alright, hold it. Hold it. It's that front nose wheel. It digs in. Hold it. Simba survived and didn't damage his plane! What the hell? That's the people's champ right there, valued viewers. That is not a friggin' easy thing to do.
Parachute.
Ooh, I get to watch all the explosions up close.
Right?
Right?
I would love to see those explosions in real life. Not if they were dead people, but just like explosions. Heavens, no one wants dead people. Hold it, Poosh! I don't pay you enough to... Ugh. One more guy. Oh, that's it. You're all down. Winner is Simba. Oh, and he even saw fit to give us a show. Look at that. Go, Simba!
My beauty!
Fly! Fly like the wind!
He's not actually in the cockpit.
Nope.
You left your air brakes out.
Flying in the cockpits for nerds. We do drones nowadays. Hope you enjoyed that. And bye-bye!